Can you all see the screen?
Yes.
Cool. All right. It's been a while, so just bear with me while I get my bearings here. I think this last one is in flight. So Felix, do you want to talk about this one at all?
This is for the Bosch agent, yes. Um, so as you know, we're kind of working on the scenario to have different IPs assigned to the same network interface, and this PR basically enables that these different IP addresses associated to the same NIC are resolved properly, because before what the agent was doing, it was only getting one network for one MAC address. And we basically changed it to get all networks for the MAC address. So if there are multiple, so it should be backwards compatible. We added some tests and yeah. And that's basically this PR. Yeah, so I guess the most important change is, which is this one? I mean, yeah, this one kind of. So now we just loop over the different network settings, and the networks for MAC method now returns all networks that are associated to one MAC. So usually this should not be the case for anyone yet. So yeah, it should still just work with existing scenarios. But the main reason we do this is so IPv6 gets enabled reliably, because we found on Jemmy that if you have different networks, and I'd say by luck, Bosch is selecting the IPv6 network for the MAC address, then it will enable it. But if you're unlucky and for some reason it selects the IPv4 network, then it will not enable IPv6. And yeah, we saw it being flaky. Sometimes it was enabled on VM, sometimes not. And basically that was the main reason why we changed this.
I'm muted. I would say it looks good. I will take a look after the meeting. I haven't had a chance to take a look at it, but I think I'd just say if we merge as is, like squash the commits. Otherwise, maybe maybe do a rebase and squash it so we don't have all that in the history.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Cool.
So this also comes back together with the discussion I mentioned last week, where you involved, I think it was Dimitri. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he recommended to introduce a new property, which we did. And so this PR basically also is a result of this new property. But yeah, more on this property, I guess we gave in the Bosch PR that is also in for review.
Okay, cool. And then this Noble thing, we're doing some work on adding some different disk support in vSphere. Alpha Site is Nishad, who's on our team. I think interesting. This is 2 reviewers required for this one. Yeah, so we can have somebody from our team pull it in, but effectively we're changing the virtualization hardware version here. If you feel like weighing in, otherwise we'll just kind of pursue this with somebody internal who's got hopefully more vSpheres experience than me.
Okay. If you just need an approval. So if we have more than 5 or 6 approvals in one area, then more than one approval is required by branch protection.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I was curious why that was there. Cool. Yeah, I don't think we have people on the team who can approve, so I don't feel like you need to rubber stamp it. And then this one is still in draft, I think. I think this wants to wait for the other one, so I'll just check with Nishad today, make sure this is ready to go. These are pretty simple. Well, this one actually stem cell, but that also is just vSphere, so I don't think that really impacts you all. But I'll make sure those get reviews.
If you just need a review, I can do it. Or but
It's
you have
fine.
no idea what it.
Yeah, it's all vSphere stuff, and the expertise is mostly within our team. We have plenty of people to do it. I can just nudge somebody today.
Okay.
Sort of just open those by reflex. Let's see. This insecure cert verify. I think these are all just kind of waiting for response. Yeah. Maybe give this one more week, and they don't seem super motivated. This, I'm sorry, Felix, I haven't had a chance to review. We'll come back to this one in a minute because I expect we'll maybe do a little more conversation. This one, I'm feeling like we're kind of close. There's a lot of changes in here, and I don't think the tests are passing. I'm not sure if we want to nudge this. Let's see if Wayne.
Maybe we can just ask last time if he plans to do something. Otherwise, we will quote him. Oh.
Okay, this is another vSphere change. This is the hardware bump stuff is a precursor to this stuff, so I'll leave this for somebody on our team to review. Just nudge folks. Leave that one and come back to the IP address stuff. Do you want to talk a little bit more about this, Felix, or is there anything beyond?
Yeah. So after your last reviews, it did some refactoring and could remove some code as well. And then the last change was also based on the feedback in from Dimitri. Basically, it now introduces a new property in the manifest, which is called NIC group, so in the network section, and you can then basically define which network should belong to which NIC group. And this NIC group property, so to say, will be more or less just forwarded to the CPI, so the CPI can more or less decide what to do. For other CPIs than AWS, it will just stay a default because they don't pay respect to this property yet. But there could be the potential to have then like only one network interface or like these dual stack scenarios for.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't need to watch me review this right now, but I will take a look today. Do you feel like this is ready to merge if we get an approval on our side, or are there still things that you're kind of thinking about in there?
Not really at the moment. I think it would be good to review where we're still testing it. I still found one minor issue, so with the static IPs, but now on our test landscape, everything is green. We're still running a lot of tests. Yeah, I guess if the reviews are there, it can be merged. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can do some reviews and merges today. Yeah, maybe I might wait till next week just because
Yeah.
it seems like there's not a rush, and also that if you're still putting mileage on it in test, that seems good.
Yeah, we have our own forks for this, so from our side, there's not a rush, although of course it's better if it's in the upstream. But it changes the database as well, so yeah,
Yeah,
kind of a
understandable.
not risky change, but yeah, you can also
It's
revert it, but
yeah, so it's kind of a one-way shot because we'll have to
yeah,
once the migration is in there.
exactly, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so this one is basically the same. We have opened another PR, but probably we will just rebase this PR to implement as well this feedback from Dimitri to pay respect to this property Nick group.
okay,
Yeah, that's currently being worked on, but
okay, so we'll
maybe we can put it back to waiting for changes or something.
okay. Uh, oh yeah. You'll have to remind me how I do that. Beyhan, is there something?
I think you are not able to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, can you drag and drop it in the last UI?
In the
Let's see. Oh yeah, I can. Waiting for change.
yeah,
Uh,
interesting.
Thanks.
okay. This is
Usually,
also.
when you click on the status, not on the here, go below status, below in this box there is a status field. Where is Foundation Infrastructure Working Group project? Below that is a below that no, there is another one below. In the box there is another no, you have to close this one. And there is just no a little bit up. This one, yeah, you be go down,
This one?
down in the box. Where yeah, this
Oh,
that one
strange.
is
Okay. Okay. Yeah, obviously I'm not
okay.
doing this quite enough. Okay, I'm gonna leave this also for folks in our team who are more for knowledgeable. And then should we move this one? Did I move that one already? Yeah. Okay, so we're good to go there. Done stuff is done. I guess we move on to issues now.
There is one PR maybe in the Bosch CPI, Bosch Google CPI. I don't know why it's not showing here. My last fix to the pipeline, which now went green.
Nice.
So we have now the refactoring, which makes sure to not leak that self tenants instance.
Excellent. Cool. Let's merge this. My window's in the way.
So the pipeline also produced a new release of the CPI. It wasn't
Excellent.
green for quite a long time. Now it went green.
Yeah. Delete branch.
Yeah.
Go.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay. Let's go into issues. Let's see.
Only this one seems to be.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to look into this a little bit. I don't know
Yeah.
off the top of my head if this makes what's happening here.
You are done here, then there is one thing in the agenda I wanted to discuss.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Did you lose my screen? There we go. Sorry, you're saying one more you wanted to discuss?
In the agenda, there is different.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing I forgot to bring over.
I think we don't have any other updated issue. I've been looking for the meeting. So there is now a PR regarding the consolidation of the storage CLIs.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I'll open this one.
And the question here is, so the PR is basically creating a new area and all the approvers from the previous areas added now into this new one. We had handled somehow separately the early storage CLI. I don't know now. Should we have all of them together, or should we keep early storage CLI now separate?
We don't put Ali storage CLI on any of our. I don't believe that goes on the director or any other location. Is that your understanding?
We are using the early storage CLI, Felix, right?
In Bosch?
I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
we have Bosch deployed on Ali, so
Okay. Yeah, it must be there. Okay. Yeah, I feel like we should treat them all the same. If
Mhm.
they're the same, performing the same function, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah, there was one or two approvers for the early storage CLI, different approvers. And at that point, when we decided we didn't want them to be bothered with Bosch and all the other repositories and other way around. But now we have only the CLIs here. I think should be fine.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Yeah, this seems okay. I would still like to do a consolidation of these. I'm not quite sure how to sequence that. It seems harder to do with more people working on it, which makes me inclined to maybe try to consolidate the CLIs to a single monorepo before making the move. But I'm not sure how quickly I'll be able to do that work. So maybe we just wait. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts about that?
I think the copy folks, they have already concrete POCs and implementation, how to extend the Azure storage CLI with the new commands they need.
Mm-hmm.
And I think their plan was to integrate that CLI as the first one in copy and see how that works. If everything
Yeah.
is fine, then we'll go into the other CLIs. This needs to be coordinated with copy folk, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, I guess like we could consolidate the other ones. Let's just go ahead and merge this. This seems fine. The
So you
consolidation.
wanted to have only one repository here in this, basically not moving.
I mean, I'm fine with moving these. I think they all should live in the same repo. I don't have a strong feeling about whether they should be one single binary or not.
Yeah.
but I feel like they should live as one repo because they're conceptually the same. I think one of the things that's been confusing in the past is that the testing strategies and the promotion strategies for the different CLIs like DAV, S3, and GCP have been slightly different, which has made it hard to like reason about how to fix those or where to make commits. They like one of them had a develop release branch strategy, and other ones had a totally different like releasing strategy.
Yeah.
So it's not it's partially organizational and partially just cognitive load because of the number of repos that we all have to keep track of. Having a single one that has a bunch of CLIs in it that all behave the same seems like a better idea to me. Also, I'm fine if we just do this now and then I can PR a change to consolidate them later.
Yes, I think this most probably work also for copy.
Yeah. Yeah, seems fine. We're all approvers, so we can do whatever we need to be done needs to be done there.
Mhm.
I don't know if I have permission to merge this. Yeah,
I
I
can
do.
merge if it's fine for you. I wanted to discuss just whether this is fine or not, and then
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer that we do the consolidation as part of this move, but I don't think the Cappy folks have the appetite or the like background on these pipelines to do that work. So that's maybe fine. Um,
and they will
we
be blocked.
probably,
My impression is that they will be blocked a little bit by that until it's
yeah,
consolidated.
yeah. Do we want to create an additional team in Concourse for them to be able to access these pipelines?
Sounds like a good idea. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
think.
think it seems like moving those pipelines to a different team is probably good so that we can give them access to them.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think go ahead and merge it. We can figure out what's next.
Yes. If there is no one jumping to do the teamwork in concourse, I did that one for the Postgres lately.
Yeah, if you have contacts, that would be good. I haven't done that before. Not even quite sure where that lives. So
Yeah, I have context. Yeah.
cool. Yeah, it's the reward for doing something well.
Yeah.
More work.
Uh,
Okay, and the other thing was the cost optimization.
I just
We,
worked on this refactoring of the sole tenants instance setup and cleanup. So this is now finished. So we are not leaking anymore. We
that's great.
generated more than 1K per month in the last 3 months,
Okay.
which was significant. Now it's
Yeah.
happening only for the integration tests, and if they fail, then it's cleaned up.
Nice.
And I didn't have time to look into anything else. But the only open point here is to move the concourse, like to consolidate the SQL instance with the workers to be in the same region.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think whoever gets to that, like I said, I'm not sure our team will have time, or I know I won't have time in the next few weeks, month, but yeah, it seems like just doing an export and then doing a Bosch deploy of of a Postgres and then putting that back on, putting the data back in. I might even be able to ask Joseph if he remembers if there were any pitfalls last time. I think he's done that a few times. So
Yeah.
we just found out we have to move one of our internal concourses to a different GCP account. So we'll be doing that fire drill soon. Okay. Should we leave this open until we finish? Until we move the concourse instance? Seems like a good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm collecting here all the efforts we did and also using this to create general guidelines, what makes sense to look into for cost optimizations.
Yeah. That seems good. Excellent. All right. Let's see. Anything else?
I don't think so. I think promotions should be empty. Yeah. Maybe one point, we have 2 new colleagues from SAP. I've been talking to them, showing them different pipelines. It's okay if they get reviewer access so that they can look into the pipelines. Yeah, members of the Bosch team together with Felix working in the IPv6 topics. In general, we have the agreement reviewers. Yeah, we approve reviews when they work in a team. We enable them. They don't feel like they can do reviews at the moment. They need more time. You are muted, Aram. I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry. That sounds great. I think getting them started seems like a good plan. I popped up in CI because I don't have any plans to do anything. I don't know if there's anything we need to do or if there's anything that you all have noticed, but it seems like the Bosch director integration specs have been, I opened it twice, have been fairly flaky lately.
Mhm.
And I don't know if this is due to like a change in I haven't noticed when this really started happening, but it seems like it was at least a little more consistently green a while back. Some of these are obviously real failures, but it might be interesting to see if there's anything going on or just mention to you all that it might be worth keeping an eye out, because I've seen these go red a lot, and often it's resolved by just rerunning.
Mhm. Maybe could be related to IPv6. Maybe Felix, is it something you can check?
But we not have merged anything, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. It seems I would be surprised if it had been. I don't think there's any necessarily changes in Bosch that have happened, but possibly with shifts in the infrastructure, maybe this has started happening. If you have new folks coming on for review, maybe an experimental thing for them to try would just be to see if they can track down some flakes or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Mhm.
expect them to necessarily solve it, but it might be a good introduction exercise to the infrastructure and to the CI, possibly.
Yeah.
So,
sounds good.
Mhm.
Yeah, like not a request, but I definitely feels like the Bosch CI has been a little more red lately than than it has been maybe like a month or two ago, 3 months ago. It's probably Joseph's fault.
Definitely. It's not walking up to the field anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Anyway.
have to
I
keep
mean,
an
there
eye
were
on it. Yeah.
there were changes in the Bosch bootloader. I'm not sure if this uses this. I think they activated IPv6, but yeah,
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
Bosch directory itself, I don't think we did anything.
Yeah. Agree. I would be surprised if it were the IPv6 stuff. I do know that some of these reds are due to changes in the Docker file being the test images being published to GCR rather than to Docker. And I think some of the pipelines were still using the old Docker versions, which are no longer being updated. So I think that's part of some of this, but I at least for one or two of them, but I don't know. So
Can we access all these resources here? Or
Yes, you should have access.
far as I
okay.
know, if you log in with your whatever
Yeah, this I
GitHub
can see
account.
these pipelines. I'm just wondering if we can also see in which account this is deployed or yeah, these
On GCP, you
resources.
mean?
Is this on GCP? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
GCP. Yeah.
It's GCP. We have a script. Let me see if I can. I think I'll just throw this here because I think it's probably the right thing. Um, so that's not the right one. There is. I think there is a script in one of the infrastructure working groups that you can eval, and it will download the director credentials for this
Yes, I know.
thing.
I've been using that one. It's in the Foundation Infrastructure Concourse. Yeah, something.
Yeah. Um,
FE dash working group. If you F I sorry F like in infrastructure. F, uh, yeah,
this
that
one
one. Yeah, if you look into the bin
in
print,
Ah,
direct to
okay.
print,
Nice.
that
that's
one.
this
Yeah,
one.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I will need to leave.
Yeah. I think we can probably call it.
Yeah. Then take care and yeah, see you
Yeah.
next time.
Awesome.